Look, chat, I'm gonna keep it $150 with you guys. I went on some degenerate, content binge since the McGregor and Dustin Poirier fight, because I guess the next one that's coming up that you're starting to probably hear a little bit more is the stupid, well, I shouldn't say stupid, but the Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley. And I'm not like an expert when it comes to boxing and stuff like that. But goddamn, I'll tell you one thing. I watched that press conference, the kickoff press conference of them, and dude, what the fuck is this? Look at this thing. I'll show you guys in a sec. Hold on. Like, I get it. You want to be different. All right. You want to like be different out there, as Jake Paul would be the problem child. I get it and be talked about. But look at this. Hold on. Ready? Here we go. You guys see this? Look at this thing.
You can beat me up.
My dude hired a stunt man on stilts to be behind him as a giant, like 16-foot robot or whatever. It's just goofy. And to top it off, I mean, the whole interaction between Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley, it just seemed awkward, and I'm not against Jake Paul. I think the Paul brothers can put on a really good show, and despite the fact that they're hated, or they like to portray themselves as like the most hated people on the internet or most hated brothers on the internet, they're very entertaining, to say the least. Like the Floyd Mayweather fight with Logan, that was good. That was actually way more entertaining than the Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier fight, because Conor, obviously, he broke his leg in the first 5 minutes of the fight, right? But it was entertaining, to say the least. I mean, they gassed each other out all the way till the end. So I'm hoping that this fight is the same, and I don't really give a shit who wins. I know, chat, you guys stream, you guys probably you want Jake Paul to be knocked out. At the end of the day, who gives a shit? Let's just see some entertaining ass fights. Obviously, a knockout would be cool, but I would never like to see that early on in rounds. I would like to see that later on in the rounds, like, round 3, round 4, the last rounds. And to top it off, I mean, these guys can fight. I'll give it to them. These guys can fight. I know a lot of people were saying Tyron Woodley, he's a little rusty. He's probably going to lose because he's been rusty, and he lost his last, I think, 4 fights as a profession in the profession of the UFC. But the UFC versus boxing is a totally different atmosphere. I think we noticed that when Conor McGregor fought Floyd. We witnessed that. But I think he's got the endurance. It really seems if you gas yourself out a little too early in boxing, you're pretty much screwed earlier on. You're leaving yourself a bigger window for your opponent to knock you out, and it'd be pretty embarrassing, for Jake Paul to knock your ass out if you're a professional in the sport, especially of like UFC. Even though you're not a professional boxer, but I would consider this a semi-level fight, because I don't consider Jake Paul a professional boxer. But these guys they can box. I was watching their sparring videos. I know, stream, you guys are like, Brando, why are we talking about this? I don't know. I just watched the Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier fight, so I'm like, I'm like in that mentality where you watch it and you're like, dude, I'm going to drop everything in my life and I want to be a boxer too, or I want to be an MMA fighter, except the fact that, if I were to do something like that, it probably wouldn't be good, and also my brain would be mashed potatoes, But I was watching this, and if you look at them, they both can hit. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but I mean, they got form and they're fast. I will say this, though. I understand there's a huge age difference between the two of them. I'm pretty sure Tyron is almost 40 years old, and Jake is literally 25, 26. So you have those variables there as well, and I will give it to him by watching these videos. I'm not on anyone's side, but it does look like Jake is more conditioned for the fight as of watching this, which was posted last month, versus Tyron. But that could change because, I mean, the fight's like, what, the end of August? I don't know. Dude, I sound like a fucking fanboy.
Yeah. Double jab. Double jab right. Double jab right.
But yeah, I'll give it to them. I mean, they got form, right? They got form. They seem fast. It should be entertaining. Yeah, but yeah, I guess that's just my little spiel, dude. All this boxing, all this stuff on the internet. I mean, the internet has been boring lately. Let's be honest. I mean, you got XQC. He's moving, so he's not streaming. You got variety streamers, they don't know which video games to play. You got a lot of people reacting to the same things over and over again. It's just been a little bit dry out there, right? So I was like, oh shit, let's switch it up a little bit. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? You agree? Disagree? I don't know. I'm just I'm looking for entertainment. Knockout would be cool, but I think this is it's a pretty good fight other than the age difference, and hopefully they condition themselves a little bit better by the time the end of August comes around. I want to see some good stuff. I don't want to see this TikTok boxing crap where they're like talking shit and talking smack. They get in the ring and it's literally like they're hugging each other and then they're throwing punches. Like it's not even a fight. It's just a hug match. It's like wrestling with huge ass gloves on. I don't want to see that. I want to see some entertaining shit. Like Logan throwing all of his fists in there. That was good. That was good in my opinion. I don't know. That's just my thought. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know, man.